talking to each other, communicating well. We work well together. Everybody's really strong at their position. They want to play the position that they're in. So I think that's a strength for our team, and we enjoy the game.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, SaskTel, Saskatoon Auto Connection, SaskHouses.com, Boston Pizza Restaurants of Saskatchewan, Richardson Lighting, Sask Camper, SaskTel Max TV, Curl Sask, and Realcast Media.
Shut down.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sean Joyce. We're here from the Assiniboia Curling Club for the 2022 Viterra Scotties Provincial Women's Curling Championship. We're down to the last two games, the semi-final this morning and the final will be this afternoon. Kim Hudson and Susan Lang will be joining me shortly. They're down at ice level. And for those of you who weren't with us last night, we're going to recap some of the action from yesterday just before we get underway here, let you know how these teams got into this semi-final matchup this morning. For Amber Holland, she picked up a win over Robin Silvernagle, 6-5. Came down to the last rock. She had a little angle raise, a combination raise, to pick up the single point in the win. That win moves her from the 3-4 game into this semifinal. And for Chelsea Carey, an outstanding draw with her final stone. Picks up the 10-9 victory over Penny Barker. Chelsea Carey will be in that final this afternoon, and that drops Penny Barker into the semifinal that we're going to see here this morning. A look at the page playoff. For those unfamiliar with the format, the top two seeds, in this case the A winner and the B winner, go to the 1-2 game. The winner of that goes directly to the final. Penny Barker drops down to the semifinal. The other page playoff game was the 2C event qualifiers, and in a sudden death match, Amber Holland comes out on top. She moves into the semifinal. Our defending champion, Robin Silvernagle, is eliminated. And that sets up this morning's matchup. Penny Barker against Amber Holland. And in many ways for us, it's like Groundhog Day. This is a rematch of the B final. It's exactly the same way we started yesterday morning. Penny Barker playing against Amber Holland. And Kim, let me ask you first, with Penny Barker's team, they want to get a rematch of that final. They want the result to come out the same, but they've got to bounce back off a tough emotional loss last night.
They do have to bounce back. And you know what, Sean? It's Groundhog Day, but different. We're into the playoffs, and playoffs is a whole new ballgame. This team, the Barker team, has played extremely well. They don't have to do a whole lot different as far as mechanics. What they need to do now is count on sports psychology and keeping their emotions in check, because like I said, playoffs are a different game.
Well, Susan, I think Amber Holland's got to be hoping this playoff's a different game. They came up on the short end of the stick in the B final, but it was a great game, went back and forth. Either team could have won. What is Amber Holland looking for here to get that extra point at the end and try to put herself through to the final?
I think what Amber's looking for here is a really good team performance. Her team's been getting stronger and stronger as this competition has been going on, and the shot making has started to become more consistent. This team is fortunate, though. They've got their experience to rely on between Amber and Kim Schneider. They know what it takes to come through these playdowns. So I think that'll be a big component there to make those selective shots that will put them over the edge.
Some great points there, Susan. In fact, I think fair to say all of the play has gotten better as the week went on. The three draws that we had yesterday, some fantastic shot making. We're going to look forward to more of the same, and we'll have it all for you right after this.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel, because we're everywhere, keeping you connected to your family and friends, to your history and culture, to those traditions that make us who we are. SaskTel cares, always has, always will. because we're dedicated to our home.
Viterra is proud to support Saskatchewan curling through our partnership with CurlSask. This includes being the presenting sponsor for the Viterra Scotties Tournament of Hearts, an excellent showcase for our world-class curling talent. We also support community curling for people of all ages, including several youth clinics across the province to teach our next generation of lifelong curlers. Through our ongoing support of CurlSask, we hope to continue growing the sport of curling in Saskatchewan, because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Well, the team's just about set to get underway here, and before they do that, let's take this opportunity to meet the teams in the semifinal.
Hi, we're Team Amber Holland from Corona Curling Club. Skip, Amber Holland. Third, Kim Schneider. Second, Carly Korchinski. Lead, Deb Lazinski, and Coach Travis Brock. We're Team Barker from the Moose Jaw Ford Curling Center in Moose Jaw. I'm Skip Penny Barker. Third, Christy Gamble. Second, Jenna Engie. Lead, Danielle Szynski, and our coach is Mark Lang.
Through the triple knockout portion of the draw, the teams draw to the button to determine who's got last rock, but here in the playoffs, things run a little bit differently. The top seed, in this case the Barker team having won the B event, had first choice of either rocks or hammered. They selected the red rocks, so Amber Holland, by virtue of that, will get last rock here in the first end of play. They are throwing the yellows. Teams taking their last few practice slides, and you know, I thought that was a good point that you made, Susan, at the end of your, and I alluded to it about the play getting better from these two teams. But really, to be fair, it's been all the teams as the week has gone along, as everybody caught onto the ice. The play has got better and better, and all 5 of the games that we got to see the end of yesterday, the 3 features, and we had a couple of backups. We got to peek in at some outstanding last rock finishes. Boy, it'd be great for us if the 2 games today could be like the 5 that we saw yesterday.
Well, just the little clues that you knew teams were catching onto the ice. Yesterday, when we still had 4 games going and we had 4 draws to the button for hammer, all 4 rocks ended up on the button for their measurements. So that to us was a big clue that the ice was becoming much more familiar for these competitors.
Yeah, a little foreshadowing there.
And after we have that glowing review of all the players, Danielle Szynski, looking for a tight guard, slides into the rings.
That would be your second best, though. I don't think you want to drop it just over the hog
probably.
line. So
Might even be something they had discussed beforehand, is just don't be long.
Easy,
Right.
Easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Gives Deb Lazinski a chance to play the hit. They'll try to roll this away from center, but they'd like to keep the shooter.
That's good, Deb.
Gets a little bit of a roll.
Yeah, good call, Kim.
10.
Well, it's time now for the keys to the game, and let's start first with the Barker team.
yeah, you know what? This Barker team has been playing so incredibly well, and they just need to keep going. Play the way they're playing. Their mechanics are great. They need to stay aggressive, though. You're not going to win this championship with open hits, and they play the aggressive game very well.
And for the Holland team, Susan, what are the keys to the game for them?
I believe they need a solid team effort. Earlier in this week, they were really reliant on Amber to pull them through. And then I think, though, for Amber's team, a simpler game plan. Don't get in trouble. Barker's team is very good on that aggressive game with rocks in play, and I don't think Amber wants to use that to their advantage.
Yep. Hard. Hard, hard. Hard, hard. Hard, hard, hard.
Well, certainly in this opening end, it's going to be simple for both teams. Maybe get the butterflies out a little bit.
10.
Simple for both teams, less simple for us.
Well, I also wonder, Penny Barker in the game last night, was very short on time as the game ended, and maybe an open end might have been part of the plan too.
Yeah, good point. Actually, the last 2 games, manageable, but tight.
Okay, a little down?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I tipped it a bit, so inside. So.
A nice shot, though.
9-9, good. Nice throw, good job.
So, yeah, Sean, I think they will be watching the time clocks, and this is a good way to save a little time. Nothing to think about.
Bit firm.
To use that thinking time.
You're firm.
Carly Korchinski
Okay, you got a piece. Okay, Carly. That's fine. Yeah, 9-5.
making the hit and roll.
Not just saving the clock there, saved her sweepers a little bit.
Could be a long day.
You got it.
Both teams hoping this will be a long day.
Yep.
That's good. Yeah, bit big. There you go. 9.5.
Maybe more so the Holland team. They would have played 3 games yesterday. That doesn't happen often at a provincial championship, but you've got to come through the sea. You got to play 3 on Saturday.
And if you're coming through the sea, you're used to playing with your backs against the wall, as they say. No second chances. You just got to get on a roll and keep on winning.
Okay, time. Good, good.
One more try for that tight center. It does slide in.
Yeah. 15-3. Okay.
Getting some practice on both sides here. Amber Holland asking for the out turn this time. It was the in turn on the last one.
Weight's good. Just clean. Yeah, a little. Yep, a little.
Is that just because it crossed the center line, or
Good.
trying to give
That's
your
fine.
player both turns?
Yeah. Certainly could be either of those,
Yeah.
Sean. Yep.
Oh, yeah. 10.
Where they know the ice best.
9-9.
It is nice to throw both.
Well, they have both played on this sheet already. But you have to think, especially with the Penny Barker team, they must have played on this sheet with Red Rocks, and they really liked them because they were willing to forego the hammer to take that set of rocks again.
Yeah, exactly that. Interesting to note the, and I guess we probably have stats now. I'm kind of caught in saying something I probably am not exactly sure, but I'm guessing Sue will know. The Barker team has started quite a few games this weekend without hammer, so I don't think that was a real key to them. So obviously they wanted yellow.
I think they only had hammer in 2 games. So they're comfortable without, and they'll put pressure on with or without hammer. Got a little scary yesterday in that first end with Chelsea Carey for sure, but that's how they play the game, and so they'll work hard to get that hammer back because they've had a little practice at it.
Well, with the nose hit on that tight rock, that leaves the yellow outside the rings. Penny Barker asking Christy Gamble for the come around.
Weight's nice. Keep it out there. Line's really good. Keep it out there. Yeah, keep it out here. Where are we? Coming down. Hard. Starting to move. Hard. Hard. Hard for line. Hard. Where are we? We're like just top 12. Hard. Hard. Go. Hard. Hard. Hard for line. Hey.
Just nudges the yellow stone. Can't tell from here if it's in. It's close.
It's on. Okay, just a bit more positive. Yeah. You
It's
like
like
wide
she could
around?
hear me ask the question.
Yeah.
I like it when they answer the
Or you
questions.
could go up inside there.
Couple options. You can come around this red. You can go up
This might be
open
better.
side. And I think that's what they're choosing to do.
You know, if that red wasn't quite so far off the center line, they might try to go around it, but they'd have to go really wide. And in practice, when you're not throwing for a draw to the button, you don't have all day. You might not have played anything that wide. State of the ice, you know that the pebble's going to be broken.
Yep, and it's a tight one too. I mean, it's
Yeah.
very tight for a run back.
Look up. Running pretty straight.
And we're down to thirds
to
last
go
rocks
red.
here too. So
get
not a
to
whole
front.
lot
Tier
of end
better.
left
Tier
to hold
better.
it.
There it goes. Good.
Kim Schneider brings that stone into the 8-foot.
There you go, Kim.
So it is Amber Holland sitting, we believe, to the camera angle. Sure looks like that rock at the top is out, but Amber said it was in. And we know that the camera angle's from the pinhole, not from over top of the rock.
You got it, bud. Pull under.
I'll take Amber's word for it.
I don't think she'd lie to us.
So Penny needing a roll here to put some pressure on Amber, try to get this rock ducked under those 2 front rocks.
Air warm. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Hard.
We're on the brush on this early, looking for the roll. She's got 2 rocks she could roll behind. This is going to over curl and goes right by everything. Not the start Penny Barker was looking for.
Now we're open side.
So now where do you go?
Hey, I don't think I like that. Yeah, probably. Or yeah, T-line's good. I don't think this is going to move a ton. Yeah.
You don't want to use those center ones now because you know that Penny could take away everything here with a good shot, even if you come around and make a great shot there.
Well, for Penny Barker, I mean, if she makes the shot on her second one that she just tried, she still has a chance to take this end away.
She does, but you still have that.
Give me
You have
her
a
last
run back
spin.
available. You have a tap. Don't need to clutter up the center.
T's good, yeah.
Didn't get any feedback there from Penny if she was just tight or if it wasn't enough
Okay,
ice
so I need
or
to give
if
you
it just
more
curled more
than
than what they expected.
It
Be
wasn't
interesting.
a panic call out of her hand. They didn't call it
Let's go similar. I think
till about halfway down, and then it sort of was a panic.
Right, so we'll see if there's an adjustment if she gets that same shot.
Okay, ready, May? Right now.
So looking for T-line here on the other side, trying to spread these all out.
You're still on red. Go.
Lead's good.
You gotta curl it.
Lead's really nice.
No, you can't. You can't. Go. Okay.
Well, there's a mistake handed right back. She taps the red into the rings. Penny Barker will have another chance to make the hit on the yellow and doesn't really need to roll buried now to get the force.
No, for sure.
So you just hold it. That spot where you can't. Yeah, it's a little light, but not bad.
I mean, you would have been tight, but I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked your weight.
Does look like they've got a little bit more ice on this attempt.
Yeah,
Straight up. You got it.
that was
Looking-
a big swing. From looking at perhaps sitting 3 to now looking at 2 with your last.
But again, good feedback from Danielle. They liked the weight, so
A little hotter.
now you know what
High five.
adjustment to make. And it was a good throw,
High
just
five.
wrong broom.
Whoa. Clean. Little hotter. Yep. 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 Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard.
This one curls on them as well, and she's going to make the hit, but the shooter's going to roll all the way across and out the back of the rings.
So that spot has completely fooled them now with the big late curl.
Well,
Still, how does Amber Holland score 2?
Yeah,
I don't know if we can get there. Yeah, we definitely could. Blank. Probably the better way to play it, right?
and I don't think they can
That's
split their
probably
own
not- I
because
don't
the
even know
red's
if
in the way
blank's
for the
there.
split.
Okay. Well, let's try to roll
You
on
could
it.
maybe push it towards the red and come off the back and have the shooter, but
Tough. But
that's a tough shot for the
just
first end.
10 and a
Yeah,
half.
nor do you need to play that in the first end.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, 10 and a half. Try to get across the face.
Well, it's a good thing
Last.
Penny threw a little bit more weight when she let go. They said the weight's a little bit more, but would have been a complete miss if she hadn't done that. So even more weight, wider broom, and that rock still curled. So seeing if Amber Holland can get through this fairly large port, but
Let it curl. Hair firm. Yep. Whoa.
Looking for the cross face roll, try to roll in.
Bit big. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Tougher still because of the turn she had to play.
Yeah.
Gotta roll it, Carly.
Makes the hit.
and does it. I think
And
it's
the roll
going
now.
to
Which way is it
spin
going to
in.
spin? I think that stayed out.
That one.
Can always bring out the 6-foot measure if you need to.
That's one where you don't really want the point. You might want to bring out the measure and hope. So that's what they're going to do. For that last shot, just because she had to play the out turn, it doesn't roll quite as steep and
Comes off a little flatter.
We've seen so many rocks spin back into the rings,
Yeah.
and that one took that outward swing. She said because it had come across like that.
she could have played the intern, might have had a better chance, but tough to play the intern there with that other guard in the, with the guard in your eye line.
Oh.
Thanks, Christy.
They weren't thinking about measure that. Christy must have talked them into it, and perhaps a good thing they did. Amber Holland ends up with a blank end here. A few shrugs of the shoulders. They'll got the blank. They'll take it. They keep last rock into the second end of play.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection, the mechanics you can trust. Have you heard about the VIP program at Auto Connection? Our $49 annual VIP membership is good for servicing all the vehicles in your household and gives you huge savings like 30% off labor, 10% off parts, free windshield stone chip repairs, and much more. Hurry hard to Saskatoon Auto Connection to get the best deals on oil changes, maintenance, and major repairs from the mechanics you can trust.
SaskHouses.com is Saskatchewan's website for private home and property sales. We have everything you need to sell your property commission-free. You'll get a listing on the website with lots of pictures, a lawn sign, social media marketing, and everything you need to sell privately. We also offer professional photography and videos, and an easy-to-use offer-to-purchase form. Don't give away your hard-earned equity. Sell privately and commission-free with SaskHouses.com.
Well, this is the point where we would normally give you the scoring updates on the other sheets, but this is the only show in town.
Interesting, I was just thinking with Amber thinking that yellow rock was in. When she had that opportunity for Kim to draw the open side, that maybe if she thought it was out, she would have played the split and get it off the center line to get the 2 points, but she thought she was sitting one already, and I think that influenced the call.
Oh, of course
for sure.
it did.
She was sure it was in.
Yeah.
Even when Kim asked if you wanted to put a stick around it, she said, and she looked again. She said, "Well, it's in."
Yeah, because
It's a little big right now. It's not curling.
I really think if she thought it was out, we would have
Okay,
seen the
not
split
moving.
attempt.
It's not moving
Yeah.
at all.
Okay. Yeah, it's not curling.
Unless you're on the other side of center. Agree. That's fine.
That's good.
Well, they have played on this ice for, what is it now, 5 days in a row. They obviously do know it, and they're figuring it out. And as you have said, the play is getting better and better. But things sometimes change a little bit on the last day when there aren't any other teams out there and there's only one sheet playing. With the exception being this is actually club ice and not arena ice. So, but
Coming down.
Yes and no, because you know they built this facility like an arena. They've got bleacher seating built in. However, you're right. On club night on Tuesday, there's nobody sitting in those stands.
right. Well, actually, we don't know that.
Well,
there might be.
I'm going to guess there's not that many people sitting in the stands. There's quite a few out here this morning, and that changes things, changes the temperature.
Well, again,
Changes the
this
humidity.
is at least the Holland or the Barker's team third game out here, and to be caught by surprise with that out-turn throw on the first end. Obviously, there's some nuances
Line's
and
pretty
some
good.
minor differences from
Line's
their
good.
previous
Line
games.
only. Okay. Top 8.
Fully.
Top 4. Stay close.
Full floor.
Line only. Okay. Back 4.
Like for
Well
sure,
done.
Amber on her first draw where she tipped
Really
in
curling
the
now.
Barker
Yep,
stone,
hard, hard, hard,
she
hard,
wasn't
hard.
expecting it to
No.
be that straight in that spot either. So, a couple differences from their previous games out here.
Nice throw, Deb.
Yeah. Sorry. A little big.
10. Okay. All right. Just 10-5. Okay.
Oh, that took a.
It was a little heavy, but
Yeah, it was heavy.
it also must have just grabbed it.
Yeah.
Spot or something. 10-5. Clean.
That's fine, Deb.
Clean. Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Curl. Hard curl. Street. Okay, good.
Oh,
Good heads-up call there to go over the top.
Nice roll. 8.
Avoids the jam at the back.
Full keen here, hey.
Full keen.
Full keen here.
Full
Yeah.
keen, yeah.
20.
So with that rollout, looking to get right around that corner.
So asking Carly to throw a 20. So what
Stay right now.
sweepers are looking for is a
Where?
4.2
Yeah, we're two back.
seconds
Okay, stay
between
close.
that back
Clean.
line and the
Do you
hog
need the
line.
back one? Yep, then. Yes,
Hard
then.
then.
Yes, then. Clean, clean.
A little strong, so they swept to make sure they kept on line to that back
That's
red
fine.
stone.
Okay,
She'll
Charlie,
come right
good.
down to it.
Yeah. We'll lose the back one, eh?
I don't know.
Yeah, take it with it. Yeah. 9? Okay. I think I need less ice. Pretty straight. Okay.
So Jenna, very experienced curler, has played at the Scotties 3 different times. Brings a lot of valuable experience to the team and great hitting capability.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
Straight.
we don't need less ice in that spot once across the center, eh?
I thought you turned that.
Just a little tight, I
Yeah.
think.
But better than going by. It's the next
here.
best shot if you're not going to make the called shot.
Good here too? Yeah,
Yep.
I think it'll be fine, Carly, yeah.
That's a couple shots now for the Barker team that there's been a little more curl than what they were anticipating. And takeouts for that matter. And right from the start of the week on
Line's
Wednesday,
tight.
we have noticed that the
Sweep's pretty
takeouts are running
close.
really
Okay, line's real
straight.
tight.
So maybe a
You
little
need
bit more
to- you need
movement on
to
those
stay in the
upweight
8
shots
foot.
this morning.
Curling. We're a little heavy. Okay, well then, just stay in the 8 foot. We're heavier than that.
Trying.
Down.
Trying. Are we running out of room?
Yep, you're running out of room.
Okay. Just spiky.
That's good. That's good, Curly.
Nice weight though.
Does catch a piece of the 8 foot, so sitting 2, probably angle there for a double.
Sorry, I'm gonna tighten it up. Okay.
Even if you just roll over to that other yellow stone, it's pretty good here.
9-5. Well then. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. Curl. No. Curl. Take it over.
Makes the hit.
Freeze it.
Does make the roll across and do this spin up and freeze. Oh, really good shot.
Good job.
Very nice.
Big
And
just
then
here, Kim.
moves that
Okay, cut it
yellow
out.
one over too, so it's not directly in front of the red, the back red.
Thumbs up by Christy Gamble.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So Kim Schneider needing to answer that shot.
Line's pretty good.
Just there.
Go then. Line's good.
Gotta go hard to be right to it.
Okay. Keep coming then. Yeah, little line.
Weight's good.
Straight. Hard line.
We're not quite to it. We're not quite to it.
Keep coming. Nibble of the 8 if you can. Keep coming. Go.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Looking for the freeze. Did get the line good, but only top 8. Still a dangerous rock for Penny Barker.
10. 10. Sorry, you said 10? Yep. Okay.
So again, they just had played Jenna's hit here. Didn't know if it curled because it was going to curl off the center line or if Jenna was just a bit tight. So interesting to see how this rock runs.
Good. Little hot. No. Starting to curl right now. Curl. Curl.
Hard. You got it.
Curl.
You
Curl,
got it.
Danielle.
Hard.
Hard. Sit. Hard. Sit down.
Makes the hit, but the shooter's going to roll across and
Okay.
all the way out of the rings.
Just a bit hot, hey?
9-6.
Yeah.
Did not cross the divider, so it stays in play.
Yep. Okay. Close.
There you go, Kim.
One of the new features this year in Saskatchewan Championship Curling, the curlsask.ca 50-50 draw.
Line's a little tight.
Okay, weight's better.
Starting off this morning at 22.60 already.
Room.
Should be
Line's
room.
good.
You can log on to
Right to it. Small
curlsask.ca.
tap.
Purchase your
Stay
tickets.
close.
Draw time today
Good.
Line.
Weight's
Yep,
good.
will
line.
be
Small tap
5
still.
o'clock.
Hard line. Clean.
Very nice.
That's fine.
Very nice.
Kim Schneider with a second chance to make that freeze. Comes down, bumps it back a couple of inches. Dead lined up.
Well,
Red sticks, we lose all both of these.
yeah, half on
I
the
like that with just a little
yellow.
just sit on it.
I think the middle red stays.
Pardon?
Back one will squeeze out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I mean,
this
you've
one will
definitely
go.
got this to kill both yellows and you
Okay.
lose the red too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they've got a chance to score there too.
Right.
Okay.
14-7.
Okay.
So, discuss the options, but ultimately it was Penny's call, and she likes the freeze. It's what she wants to throw.
There you can.
And she's made a ton of these good ones this week.
Well, I think what came into play here was that if they did, they'd have to lose their shooter to get rid of those two yellows. They don't want Amber to be able to blank this end out.
Yeah,
so
all they'd end up
this
with is a blank.
will put some points on the scoreboard. We're just not quite sure which
Who's?
team is going to get them.
Line's nice. Hot.
No, we're good. Little tap.
Line's
We're good.
fine.
Little tap.
We're good.
Okay. Might
We're
need to
good.
move. Just stay close.
We're good.
Tough for the sweepers. They can't go early because it doesn't curl until it gets across this center line.
She needs to get this lined up.
All the way. Yep. Little
Looking
tap.
for some extra curls. She's going to bump this a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know if she's got it lined up enough. Amber
Yeah.
thinks she can make a play to get it out of the rings
Yeah,
and
it'll
save the
finish
And
shooter.
sit too.
got it.
Yep.
What do you think?
Maybe hair more?
Yeah, probably.
I think this will finish here.
Where do we have to hit it?
Like 3/4.
Here we go.
10-5.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
Bit soft.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard!
This is definitely going to overcurl what they had in mind. Move a couple of stones.
Okay.
She does sit shot rock on the edge of the forefoot.
So curl on that side too coming in. We saw that same curl going away in the first end. So definitely pretty swingy over there.
Still might need a bit more though.
Yeah.
Just curly fresh there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I thought I threw it good.
You know, the
Lots
thing
of
about it
red
is,
rocks there for Penny having to navigate removing this yellow stone.
yeah, that's just that red that she hit first spins over in behind her shooter. It actually makes this a little trickier for Penny. She can't afford to jam anything.
You think we can even do that?
Could hit it through the hole.
Oh yeah, this will work out well. Put 10-5, squeeze through the hole. I liked your gut, Penny. Yeah, okay. Let's go with it. I'm good with it.
Again, that's the experience of a team. You know, just looking at it, you know, the intern center line to play the shot, control it on the sweep is an option also. But again, many factors go into calling the shot. It's comfort, knowing the ice,
Well, you know, and
sweeper's capability.
11, 12.
I think the only way she gets in any trouble here is if she jams it on the angle. I think if she jammed it straight back, I don't know how Amber Holland could get it out and save the shooter.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Hard curl.
This is plan B, as she was going to jam it straight back.
It's fine. It's good.
They go over the top just a little bit, and
That doesn't hurt him any at all.
11-5. Yeah, a little bit.
And
Amber
looking
Holland
at-
will have to make the nose hit for the single point.
I knew we could afford to do that anyway.
She's opened up the ice a little bit from her first shot.
10.5. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure if you could like dead jam.
You got her.
Yeah. Just give me her more.
Lead's good. Lead's good. Stay quiet. Hard. Right to it. Hard.
They jump this one right out of her hand. Has to
Hard. You
stick.
got it. Hard.
Starting to curl across the center line now. Makes the hit. And the shooter will stick at the edge of the 4-foot. That's a single point on the board for Amber Holland. Well, she thought she might have had one in the first, gets the blank. Takes one here in the second. She's got a 1-0 lead, and Penny Barker will have the hammer for the first time when we play the third end.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. When I'm not working hard on my curling delivery, I'm working hard on making Auto Connection the best auto service center possible. I started our service center in 2018 because it's hard to find an auto service shop you can trust. At Auto Connection, our core values are honesty, integrity, and transparency. We're happy to text you photos or videos of your car's problems to help you make better, more educated decisions. Saskatoon Auto Connection, the mechanics you can trust.
It's time to give your old phones a fresh start. When you donate your old phones at a SaskTel store, we put phones and phone cards into the hands of people in transition shelters fleeing domestic abuse and youth transitioning out of social services care. Be the reason behind someone's fresh start. Learn more at sastel.com/fresh start.